Look, thank you, Father God, for waking us up and blessing us through the day. I pray that God has brought us to take us throughout the day. Lead us throughout this benefit today. And I pray, Father God, for continue to just maintain the way to get through that for us too. And I pray, Father God, for the Holy Spirit continue to just maintain and I get through that for us too. And thanks for listening to us. Amen. Be handled, but it's so many families and so many people on the planet that lost, loved ones, and just don't know where to even start, especially with trying to investigate or do anything. Some people even take matters in their own hands and looking, because they missed the person so bad. And like I tell everybody though, you just don't know how close heaven is right now. I speak upon it for I speak upon it for a reason. They couldn't imagine, why these things are like the way they are. And just wanted to help out a little bit by doing this because I was just thinking about it the other day, but I wrote it down. Well, I think it was yesterday. And I wrote it down. I just was obedient to the Father, and I just wrote it down. And I'm going to do what He called me to do, But these are the things that I want y'all to know at these moments of time. About these, let me see, what's this title? I'm praying for these unsolved murders to be solved all over the planet. And I'm praying, I prophesy, I decree on the sound of my voice, I command it all over the planet. Up in the kingdom of heaven, up the spirit realm, but the kingdom of heaven, up in this realm. And the earth in the spirit realm, and the earth in this realm. And the universe in the spirit realm, and the universe in this realm. I pray and I prophesy, I decree on the sound of my voice, I command it. And oh, excuse me. Starting to get something together. And I wanted to do these things for a minute, but these enemies, they just kept messing with me at those point of times, stopping me from, like they was trying to stop me from making these type of videos, right? and I rebuke and I bind up and I cast it out, and I think I know why. But we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, I know they was doing those things, but and I was always battling them with this and nonsense, and I was waiting to see when I was gonna get a good time to do these things, because we had had to battle them so many times it don't make no sense, and but I want most of these unsolved murders and unsolved cases and things that just went, unnoticed to be noticed, And I pray and I prophesy to class you on some what's a commanded. And I want y'all to understand these things, to the point where if you can help any type of way that you can help, no matter what it is, whether it's talking to a person. That's why I tell people all the time when I'm talking to them too on the street, and I'm like, you gotta be able to, even when you just talking to a person at that moment in time is just going through a little thing, or just having a bad day or whatever, and you talk to that person for a few minutes, and you're able to give that person some information of what they needed that day at that time, because you don't know what a person is actually going through at that moment in time. That person probably finna get ready to do something he had no business doing until God told you to talk to that person at that moment in time and say, hey, you need to go talk to him right now. And once you go talk to him, and you come to find out that this person was actually finna do something he had no business doing. So basically, you saved him from doing what he was actually getting ready to do. Okay? Which the Father had interceded to tell you and let you know that you need to, speak to him at that moment in time. And these things happen with me most of the time, a lot of times. I'm being honest with you, a lot of times, because I run up on, I go through some things, and I see a lot of things that's happening in the planet. But even before then, when I was just on my journey and things like this here, I would run into random people like that. But it wasn't random. That's the thing. He made it where I was able to talk to them at the moment in time to give that person what they needed to unlock what they were about to do, to themselves or to anyone else, And it stopped them in their tracks, because I guess those be the times when they get the chance to talk to God before they get a chance to do what they about to do. And when they do that, it's like their prayers are being answered. And when a person's prayers are being answered like that and things like that, that's it. Once they get the clarity and the notice of, yeah, God is real. I can't just do this and not think about my consequence, or not think about what God is. He's basically actually watching me. After the person been sent up that prayer, that night or that day or that minute, that hour, and God sent someone through. I'm telling you, y'all have no clue. Y'all have no idea how these things work. This is how they work. You understand? So let's get off into this. I pray and I prophesy, Father God, that you send prayers, Father God, in healing, and that you expose. That you send prayers and healings for all these unsolved murders, Father God. Mm-hmm. for these unsolved murders, for these unsolved murders, Father God, to be solved all around the whole entire world. I pray and I prophesy to God, decree on some voice of command. And I pray and I prophesy, Father God, that you send prayers and healing, and that you that you send prayers, Father God, and that you expose all these unsolved murders. That you expose all these unsolved murders, Father God, to be solved all over the whole entire planet. I pray and I prophesy, declare, decree on some voice of command. And I pray that you send prayers and healing, Father God, for these unsolved murders to be solved over the whole entire planet. Up in the kingdom of heaven, up in the spirit realm, up in the kingdom of heaven, up in the spirit, and earth in the spirit realm, earth in the spirit, the universe in the spirit realm, the universe in the spirit. I pray and I prophesy, declare, decree on some voice of command. And I pray and I prophesy, Father God, as all the commandments of Father God, as all the commandments of Jesus, as all the commandments of one, as all the commandments of my angel, as all the commandments of me, everybody for the most high universe of my God, as all the commandments of me, universe, as all the commandments of me, counselor, as all the commandments of me, angels, as all the commandments of me, ancient ones, as all the commandments of me, sister master, as all the commandments of me, trooper, as all the commandments of me, guardian, as all the commandments of me, everybody from the multi universe, oh my God, as all the commandments of me, troopers. As all the commandments of me, universe. I pray and I prophesy, declare, decree on the Son of what's commanded. Father God, that you send our prayers and our that you send prayers and that you send prayers and healing for our unsolved murders to be solved over the whole entire planet. Up in the kingdom of heaven, up in the spirit realm, the kingdom of heaven, up in the spirit realm, earth in the spirit realm, earth in the spirit realm, the universe in the spirit realm, the universe in the spirit realm. I pray and I prophesy, declare, decree on the sound voice of command, and that you give these families, Father God, closure for these unsolved murders and all these families members, Father God. I pray and I prophesy, declare, decree on the sound voice of command. There's all the commandment of Father God. There's all the commandment of Jesus. There's all the commandment of universe. There's all the commandment of man. One. There's all the commandment of sister man. There's all the commandment of me truth. There's all the commandment of me universe. There's all the commandment of me counselor. I pray and I prophesy, declare, decree on the sound voice of command. I pray y'all take these messages to the Lord Jesus Christ, their mama time. Get this fast and pray.